Good afternoon. I'm Eric Rabinovitz with LilyPad Solutions out of Tampa, Florida. LilyPad is a platform for sales teams. Basically, sales has become more mobile and fast-paced than ever before, and that's brought a lot of great advantages to the sales process. But with that, there's a lot of unique challenges that have faced sales teams. LilyPad is bridging the gap between corporate, or what the reps like to call home base, and being in the field or out on an island. At the core of our platform, we've gamified daily activity for sales reps. So our clients can basically create a custom list of activities that make sense to their sales process, and then we use points and contests and a little bit of trash talking to guide these guys in the right direction. In fact, if you come visit our table today, we're actually using a contest amongst ourselves for our efforts here at the show. So come talk to me, because the lowest point getter has to sleep on the cot in our room tonight. So I need some extra points. It's very easy for the reps to check in and out of activities. Our whole mantra with this is to not slow the reps down and keep them moving throughout their day. Each activity actually has a custom form attached to it. So we are really gathering the important data for the reps without slowing them down that's needed for the office to be collecting. A lot of companies are having a hard time gathering this and getting compliance from data collection today. The reps are waiting too long to collect the data. They're forgetting, and the information is not ending up back at home base. A lot of the data that we're collecting is the same stuff that they need to move into their existing processes, whether that's their CRM, maybe it's their expense reports while they're on the fly and they need to shoot that into their expense. So we're creating hooks into all the popular systems and some homegrown systems as well as we go. We've got some coaching features that we've developed that really help the managers key in on key performance indicators on each individual rep. And then they can sit with that rep and develop one-on-one goals and coaching that's not broadcast out to the entire team, but holds the rep and managers responsible for the goals as they go along. We can't cover every feature in a short amount of time, but two features I wanted to touch on were the cloud, corporate control cloud for all the collateral and training documents, and the private message board. The reason I want to touch on these is they came from user feedback. These promote the what's in it for me for the sales reps. The more we can get them living in the system and using and gaining benefit, the better compliance we're going to get on this data collection and gamification. We are very fortunate to have a distribution agreement set up with Tampa-based software company Axoff, where I've actually been for the last 10 years. This gives us instant access to thousands of B2B reps who will actually be incentivized to sell our product. We've got a number of key trials going on, actually very interestingly, with sales teams on many different industries, many different sizes. Each of them some of them share a lot of common goals that they want to get for activity, but they also have unique individual goals that they need their guys to reach that they know will drive more leads if they can get them. We've got a great team that really complements each other well. I think we're very lucky to have kind of put this together over the last year. I've been in mobile since 2003 when the first GPS-enabled handsets came out, and really started my career on the sales and marketing side. And about 5 years ago, I kind of closed what I didn't know at the time was my biggest sale ever, which I convinced the company that the VP of sales should move over and take over the product and operations. So the last 5 years I've spent learning the product lifecycle, the customer care, implementation, reduction of churn, and I've learned a ton in that process. Linked up with Peter Lattis in the Tampa community and found a guy who really shared my passion, even being a hardcore dev, but shared a passion for design, and then stumbled upon Dustin. He was working in my marketing department doing marketing graphics and got wind of what we were up to and approached me about doing design, and he's really brought our application to life. This project actually evolved out of an existing need that we found at Axoff. I identified some churn statistics with our existing customers where they were putting our blue-collar workforce software onto their trucks, their construction workers, and going, wow, this is great, we can track where everybody is, let's put it on the sales reps. And it was immediately failing because sales reps are just a different breed and they have different needs. And so we actually ended up doing a custom little version of our software for our sales team, and we're able to double our leads in a matter of months using that system. We're solving a huge problem in a massive market. We've got the team that can pull it off. We've got a very strong design focus so that we stay focused on the reps and the rep experience. We've got the operational experience to sell and implement and retain our customers, and a proven distribution model to get us off to a fast start. So with that, any questions?
I'm wary of using templates that are that will serve other people, and even more wary of gamification as a motivator, just because everyone's motivated by different things, and badges and contests aren't going to do it for everyone. So what makes you think that a diversity of people will be motivated by the things that you're establishing here within this app? I mean, how can you address, you said you built this as a custom thing for your team, right? Mm-hmm. But now you want other teams to use it too, and why would it be right for them?
Right, so the incentive that you put behind it is totally up to you as a company. So we're building in contests and where the rewards can be whatever it means. And gamification, doesn't have to be monetary. It can be status. It can be attending the next great show that everybody wants to attend. So you have to key in on your team and what makes sense to them. But realistically, the gamification is just one aspect. Sales reps today are starting to finally understand that just doing their own thing and not reporting back to corporate is kind of a thing of the past. The CRMs, the mobile aspect of the CRMs are kind of being shoved down their throat, and the compliance is an issue. So the gamification is a piece of it, but the data collection and the ease of data collection, not slowing them down, they don't have to fill out 50 fields and open up multiple different applications to get to that data. We're centralizing that for them. So even without that, we're making a much easier process for the sales team.
But they're still going to have to use all their existing tools, right? It's not like they can just give up Salesforce or whatever they use.
We want to be the piece that keeps them moving in the field. They're going to get back to Salesforce, NetSuite, Dynamics, and they are going to sit down and use that. But we're going to push the data to those systems so that when they're in the field, they don't have to stop at Starbucks, open the laptop, or spend 2 hours at night filling in everything they did during the day. We're simplifying that process for them. Yes, they will still use their CRM when they get back to it.
So are you connecting? Like, are you connecting the APIs into Salesforce and everything?
We haven't completely done it all. The first client, we just signed on our first client, and they use NetSuite, first paid client, and they use NetSuite, so we're doing that one first. The things we're going to run into, a lot of these things won't go into the CRM, because the CRM is post doing good activity. So what you're going to do is you're going to motivate the types of activities, and then they're going to run into the CRM. That's a new lead or an existing opportunity in the CRM. So when they hit a new lead, this company we're working with, or they need to talk to an existing opportunity, that's where the data collected will go right back into NetSuite.
And are you focused on outside field reps versus inside sales reps? Or?
Yes. Yeah, outside sales reps is really where this pain is mostly felt. On the inside, you've got your call center statistics. You've got how many calls did they make, how long are their calls, success rates. That way, they've got the CRM open right in front of them. It's once they get out into the field, that's the piece that's really become the challenge in sales management, and the reps are actually looking for some guidance and what are my peers doing, and how can I stop feeling like I'm out here by myself? How can I feel part of the team?
First, can I just say I love your shoes. They're
Thank
awesome. You. Good luck. And I think it's interesting what you're doing, because it can be argued that the whole sales process as it currently stands is about gamification, how you get reimbursed, how you get paid, things like that. My question for you is, what is your business model?
Our business model is a SaaS-based model. It's per rep per month. It's $21 per sales rep per month. You can have as many managers log in as you want, but that's a similar model to my other company where we do more blue-collar workers, truck drivers, construction workers. It's a very same pricing model, so it'll fit well in the industry.
So I've seen dozens and dozens of sales tools, and of those, dozens and dozens have failed. And they primarily fail because sales reps, outside sales reps, just want to sell.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. If this wasn't your company, would you use this product? And if so, why?
Yes, and the reason I would use this product is because I'm going to have to use something. The days of me just running around and putting my stuff on a spreadsheet are over, and that's kind of, I've done some rollouts with some guys, and I tell them, if it's between LilyPad and you having to do nothing, yeah, you'll choose nothing every time, and you'll just go about your day, and you'll write sticky notes when you get back in your car, and you'll be a mess like you have been. But the world of big data is here, it's upon us, and it's just not an option anymore for sales reps not to have this link back where they're sharing wireless forms, basically, collecting data.
Do you think that their bonuses and spiffs and whatnot will get tied into the gamification of your app? Is that a plan?
Yeah. That's one thing we actually did with my sales team is it's actually become part of our hiring, our training process for new hires, and it's part of their monthly, if they reach a certain point goal, they actually receive an extra commission. Versus just the general, hey, we're going to run a contest on this. It's actually part of the comp plan because we were able to correlate the highest point getters to the highest sales achievers. Thank you. Thank you very much.